Have you ever noticed that no matter how big a number you can write, we always recycle the same numerals? Whether you're writing your age or how far it is to a distant planet, we just recycle the same 10 numerals. Why is that? And a 1 standing by itself with nothing means 1, but standing next to a 0, which also means nothing, it's worth 10. When we put 2 zeros next to a 1, it equals 100. Why is that? I want to take you on an imaginary field trip to do some things that might help you understand how numerals get recycled. You'll need to pack your thinking tools, listening, noticing, counting, remembering, checking. But most importantly, you'll need your imagination, the part of your brain that thinks of new things. Are you ready? Let's go. So there are some places in the world where you can find very beautiful rocks. I know some of you like to collect rocks. There are semi-precious stones, jewels really, that we can find near where we live. These are called agates. They're glassy pebbles that the light shines through. They come in all colors and they're polished smooth by the sea. The best place to find them is right at the water's edge at the ocean, where they're wet and the sun is shining on their glistening surfaces. This can be a fun place to look for agates, too. But it can also be a dangerous place when big waves come high up the shore and surprise us. Although the ocean can seem safe at times, where we live, the chance of a big wave coming up on the shore and knocking us over means we never turn our back on the sea. Let's walk up the sandy dune over to the lagoon, which is a more peaceful place to look for agates, and we can still find some there. There, you've found a glassy one right next to your beach blanket. 1 agate in your hand. Ooh, now you've found a green one. The green one and the clear one together make 2. Keep looking. When you find another clear, shiny agate and put it with the 2 you had before, now you have 3 single agates in your hand. As you reach down, you find another green one. 2 green and 2 clear equals 4 agates. 3 plus 1 more equals 4. Oh, I can't believe you found a rare red agate. 1 more on top of 4 makes 5. Keep looking in the sand. Look hard. Look closely and carefully. I think you found another green one. 5 plus 1, how much is it? That's right. 6 agates in your hand. When you find another clear one, now you have 3 clear, 3 green, 1 red. 7. 6 plus 1 is 7 single agates. The water washes in and out and reveals more shining agates. Another green agate. 7 plus 1. Now you have 8 single agates. Another 1 in your hand. makes 3 and 3 and 3. 9. Your hand is quite full now. You might be getting worried that you can't hold anymore. Fortunately, I brought these little bags that hold just a handful of agates. So when your hand gets full with about 10 agates, we can put them in the bag and lay them on the beach blanket. Collect some more. Let's see. Here's one more. We had 9 plus 1. Now we have 9, 10. 10, and that's quite a handful. So we're going to put them in the bag and lay them on the beach blanket. Now your hand is empty and free to collect more agates. And we can remember how many are in the bag because we counted all the way to 10. That's a nice round number that's easy to remember. The bag is 10. We only have to look to see that we have one bag worth 10, and obviously there's nothing in your hand. So we can write this new amount as one bag of 10 and 0 in your hand. When we put those two numerals together to mean the whole amount, we get the number 10. And this is where 0 becomes a hero, because 0 pushes that 1 over into a new value. 1 gets recycled to mean 10, and 0 holds a place for more agates to come. So we can keep counting using the same numerals instead of having to find a new number name and symbol for every amount. That would be like having a different name for every grain of sand in the world. But with 0 the hero, we can count forever and use the same 10 numerals that we know. Let's keep counting. We had 10, and one more gets found. 10 in the bag, 1 in the hand. One group of 10 and one single together make a new amount we call 11. It might seem strange the first time you see an 11 because it looks like 1 and 1. But they're not added together. They're working together to make a new number that's bigger than 1 or 2 or even 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. If you always remember that there's 10 in the one bag on the blanket, you can count on from 10 and not have to recount them. 10 and 2 more is 11, 12. 10 and 2. One more than that would be 10, 11, 12, 13. One group of 10 and 3 single ones. Are you noticing how we're recycling numbers to make bigger amounts? You're getting really good at this. Try some of the next ones on your own. 10 in the bag and 4 single ones. What if you change the shape of those 6 in your hand? Is it still 16? Or how about if you make them this way in your hand? Does it change the amount? Now let's use those thinking tools of remembering and counting to count on from 10. 10 in the bag, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's try it again. Starting with 10 in the bag. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 8 single agates and 10 in the bag. One more time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 10 in the bag, 9 singles. Now, if you found one more than 19, how much would you have? Would it fit in your hand? It looks like quite a handful. What should we do with 10 in your hand? Let's regroup it into a bag and move it over on the beach blanket as well. Now, there are 2 bags with 10 agates each on the blanket and none in the hand. We call that number 20. Do you see how there are 2 bags and 0 in the hand? 2 bags of 10 and 0 singles, 20. Now, if I'm going to see you in the Zoom class next week, I'd like you to write down how many you think this picture is showing with 2 bags of 10 and 2 single agates. Write this number down too if you can guess or count 10 in each bag and how many single agates in the hand place. In math, we call that the ones place. Okay, here's the last question I have. How many agates do you think this picture is showing? Write it down and show me at the next Zoom class meeting. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.